I have some experience interviewing other people, and inevitably what would happen is that we'd finish the session, turn off the tape, and they take off the headphones, and suddenly all the best stories would be coming out. They'd say, "Oh, I remember when I was with Leonard Bernstein at Cannes, and we were having brandies when uh, when and all of these great stories." So very quickly, I learned uh, to keep the tape rolling, even after you've told them that the session is over. So the session is over. We've taken off the headphones, and so now we will talk about creative methodology and what I'm doing as a composer now for the McKnight Fellowship. And what's happened is that, well, I've had some strokes recently. I've had early onset Parkinson's. So, but the strokes were a big deal, and I had to develop a way that I could participate in making music still, even though I was disabled. And I came up with something. It involved creating a new instrument for myself. I call it a Stinocaster. It's a cross between a Steinway grand piano and a Stratocaster electric guitar. Takes just very briefly, what it takes is I place weights on the keys to take the dampers off those strings, and then there's someone who brushes the strings, and then those sounds are very low volume. They have to be amplified, and then they're manipulated by an audio engineer who creates the sounds out of them. And I have two pieces. They're part of this application. One is called the Memory Palace, and the other is basically a solo piece called The Art of Fugue. And what I'm trying to do in these pieces is take a look at how these pieces are really, let me say, just the main element in music, I believe now, is the thing that I work with is time. And more than ever in these pieces, you see that time is pushed to the forefront as something that's manipulated. So I'm just placing, it's not an improvised process. These are all written out and thought out, and the pitch changes are all written. But I just place these weights on the keys. We all have discrete jobs. It's a three-person job. There's myself placing the notes, the weights on the keys. There's someone brushing. There's someone running the audio processing. But these are very discrete jobs, and that shouldn't, on their own, on face value, have a lot of emotional content. But the thing that struck me is how emotional this music was when I was presented in front of an audience for the first time. And people came up to me and they said, they were crying, saying, this music is so moving, it's so sad. And it's interesting that I was able to achieve that with these discrete processes. this is the direction I'm going now. I've created this new process for making music, and I'll see where it takes me. I'm open to any ideas that come into my head. I think the main thing that you do in music that you want to do is remain creative throughout your career is you want to trick yourself into thinking of things you wouldn't normally think of. And that's what the unfortunate circumstances regarding my health have forced me to do, is it forced me to think of things that a normal person would not have to think about. So thank you for listening to this, and hope you enjoy the pieces as much as I enjoyed making them.